NSA Report with ReidKing. The NSA Report with ReidKing. The NSA Report with ReidKing.
Hello, Cold World. This is the NSA Short Report. I am your host, ReidKing, and today we're going to be talking about the misappropriation of the name Karen to describe racist white women. And boy, have we been seeing them just come out of the blue lately, haven't they? Remember Barbecue Becky? Oh my gosh, they're cooking fried chicken. They got watermelon. They're cooking hot dogs, and this just can't. And then after that, we had a Permit Patty. There's a little black girl out here selling water. They're not selling Hennessy. No, they're selling water. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we had one of my favorites, Cornerstone Caroline. This is the white woman that accused a 9-year-old boy of touching her posterior, touching her hiney in a corner store. Has anybody ever really looked at Cornerstone Caroline? She's shaped like an ironing board, flat from the front, flat from the back. There was nothing to touch. You have no booty. If it was Iggy Azalea in that corner store, and my question would have been to Iggy, like, what were you wearing, Iggy? Because it could have been a 99-year-old black man, and he probably would try to brush against that. Well, you're working on a lot of things back there, Iggy. But this was Cornerstone Caroline, who looked like she came to the corner store to probably meet her meth dealer. Like, come on, get serious, cut the shit, America. Let's go on to another favorite, Pool Patrol Paula, who looks like she just gets out of bed every day, looks in the mirror, and just is mad at life. And you see the picture, I kind of understand that one. But then we have Starbucks Sarah, who called the cops because there's some black guys in here that are doing nothing. What do you mean they're doing nothing? They're doing nothing. They're doing absolutely nothing. Well, that can't be. We got to go lock their asses up. They're not doing anything? Oh, we're coming down. That's an egregious crime. Thank you, Starbucks Sarah. And then we have some of the newer ones, like, what was it? House Lease Hillary. If you guys haven't seen House Lease Hillary, she was the one who's no authority whatsoever, but she demanded that this black couple show them a house lease to prove that they can live in that area, that they do have a lease or actually own the home that is in that area, because she just can't believe it. So she needed proof. And then one of the most recent egregious ones, Bicycle Bonnie. Bicycle Bonnie. Shout out to T.O. Shout out to Terrell Owens for keeping your composure, dog. For keeping you calm, bruh. Thank you for that. Because it's more than obvious that Bicycle Bonnie knew T.O. lived in that area, knew that T.O. had a house somewhere close to hers, and from going to the HOA meetings, had it out for T.O. And she just was looking for any excuse that she could find to go ahead and make T.O. look like this egregious, very aggressive, the thug black man living in her neighborhood. Now, what Bicycle Bonnie said, though, that is what spoke a trillion words, because this is on the mindset of all of these so-called Karens.
You didn't have to talk to me that way either, Karen. First of all, you had your...
She said, you are a black man approaching a white woman. If that doesn't say everything, I don't know what does. Basically, what she is stating, that this is America, I am white, you are black, you have no right to approach me. It doesn't matter what I said to you, what I did to you. It doesn't matter. I'm white, you're black, you're in the wrong. All of these so-called Karens, and we're going to get to why the name Karen is just the wrong name to call them in a little bit, but all of them follow the same pattern. They go ahead, call the police for no reason. When the police get there and they see that it's not going their way, all of a sudden, oh my God, I'm the victim, oh my God, it's just... Cut the shit, white racist woman, America. Please cut the shit. The reason why I say Karen is the wrong word or wrong name to appropriate to these women is there was a woman that I feel started all of this. There was a woman that is the most egregious Karen ever known to history. Her name is Carolyn Bryant. And we all should call racist white women in America Carolyn, not Karen, Carolyn. We can even call them all Carolyn Bryants. You say, well, who is Carolyn Bryant? Do we all remember Emmett Till? Okay, so Carolyn Bryant in 1955 in Chicago in a candy store, just like, and it's so ironic that the Carolyn, Corner Store Carolyn and Carolyn Bryant has the same exact story, but it just didn't end the same way because of obviously cameras and social media and everything else. But Carolyn Bryant stated that Emmett Till touched her, looked at her wrong, whatever the case may be. And because of that, Carolyn's then husband and brother brutally lynched, murdered Emmett Till. First they beat him to death, shot him after that, and then drowned him. Please don't look away from the camera if you're a racist white woman, because that is exactly the result of being a lying racist white woman. Carolyn Bryant has went on to state that, because she's still alive, this is like the most outrageous, that she had such a hard life after that because she had to go into basically hiding and she didn't want her whereabouts known and only her family knew her whereabouts. Screw you, Carolyn Bryant. What about the life of Emmett Till that was robbed of him? That he didn't get to see a prom, he didn't get to go on his first date, he didn't get to go be a baseball player like he wanted. Nothing. He died egregiously because of a white lie. There was a book that came out within the last 5 years where Carolyn Bryant admitted to lying on Emmett Till. Does no justice now. Because back in 1955, when they arrested her husband and arrested her brother, a U.S. government court stated that they were not guilty and they walked free. Meaning, looking, even if Emmett Till did look or touch, that gave those white men the ability to go ahead and slaughter a 14-year-old black boy. So when you think about these things, you have to go ahead and remind yourself, this is America. We've never been or had an upper hand in this country. And the way things are now, at least there are conversations that are coming up. And that is because of the necessary president. People hear me talk about Donald Trump all the time, and I call him the necessary president. Why? Because if it wasn't for Donald Trump, we as Americans would continue to sweep everything under the rug and act like racism is not here, to act like women's rights are all equal, to act like we treat immigrants correctly. We have been totally brainwashed to continue to act like everything is all good and dandy in America when it isn't. And who stirred that pot up to bring up all of this? police brutality against blacks, redlining and everything. It was Donald Trump's campaign and presidency. If it wasn't for that, it would still be all hush hush. Don't talk about that. Let's just act like America's great. So he is the necessary president. I am not extreme left and I am not extreme right. But what I am extreme for is what is right. I mean, there are many things we can say about Donald Trump versus Biden's rule. But honestly, Donald Trump has run the United States Corporation of America much better than Biden. Financially, the country was in a much better predicament under Trump than Biden. Honestly, I don't know what you're doing out there, Biden. I mean, you might want to go back to making State Farm commercials.
I got you $1. Oh, you almost had it. Oh, you almost had it. Oh, you almost had it. You gotta be quicker than that. You gotta be quicker. You gotta be quicker than that.
Don't make me out to be a bad guy. I'm not the only one that thinks that that's Joe Biden in that State Farm commercial. Come on now. But I'm getting way off the subject. I say all that to say this. The next time you go to call that Karen a Karen, think about Carolyn Bryant and call her a Carolyn. Okay? This has been another NSA Report. I am your host, ReidKing. You guys tune into next time. Me say on our ears, tough like granny foot back, you know. How much time I have to tell the man them stop with the fool for me?